Hi everyone, hope you're keeping safe and well. My name's Erin Chiu, and I'm here today to talk you through my research on the European Union's environmental regulation of pharmaceuticals. I chose to research this area of the law for my dissertation mainly because it is an under-discussed environmental issue. We don't usually think of the environmental risks of essentials such as medicine, which play an important role in our lives. Pharmaceuticals pose a serious environmental risk as research has shown that pharmaceutical residues in the environment have caused sex changes in fish, and anti-cancer drugs also have the potential to disrupt human DNA. I chose the European Union as my subject matter as it is one of the biggest pharmaceutical consumers in the world. This led to two questions. Firstly, what is the EU doing to combat the environmental risks of pharmaceuticals? Secondly, is it enough for the protection of the environment? I conducted my research using the descriptive and analytical research methods. My focus was on the EU's directive relating to medicinal products for human use and the directive relating to veterinary medicinal products. I also examined relevant literature concerning this area of the law. It was found that the EU's main strategy for combating the environmental risks of pharmaceuticals is through the requirement of an environmental risk assessment. An ERA is a complex test used to assess the potential risks of a pharmaceutical on the environment, and it forms part of the marketing authorization procedure for new pharmaceuticals. Despite this requirement, a human pharmaceutical can still be authorized even if an ERA shows that it poses a serious environmental risk. On the other hand, a veterinary pharmaceutical may be denied authorization if an ERA shows that there is an environmental risk associated with the pharmaceutical. In both situations, marketing authorization applicants are required to propose risk mitigation measures to reduce the environmental risk of the pharmaceutical. If a risk mitigation measure is deemed satisfactory enough, a high environmental risk veterinary pharmaceutical can still be authorized. My research provided an in-depth analysis regarding the limitations of the current ERA approach used by the EU. However, due to time restrictions, I can only go through a few limitations. Mainly, as discussed in the previous slide, the ERA does not play a significant role in the marketing authorization procedure for human pharmaceuticals. This is because the EU prioritizes the availability of effective medicine over environmental protection from the risks of pharmaceuticals. Moreover, it was discovered that the EU is also very lenient with the quality of ERAs for human pharmaceuticals, as most ERAs are either complete, delayed, or in some cases not submitted at all. Studies also showed that human and veterinary pharmaceuticals have similar environmental risks. Therefore, it is not practical that there are differing rules for both types of pharmaceuticals. Besides that, many previously authorized pharmaceuticals have never been assessed for environmental risks, as the directives do not have any retroactive effect and do not stipulate the requirement of such pharmaceuticals to be newly assessed. Worryingly, these unassessed pharmaceuticals form most of the medicines currently in use on the market today. My research concludes that the EU's environmental regulation, specifically the ERA, of pharmaceuticals does not do enough for the protection of the environment and that there is a dire need for reform, which my research also undertook. Again, due to time restrictions, this is all from me today. I would like to thank my dissertation supervisor, Dr. Carrie Bradshaw, for guiding me through my research. I also want to say a massive thank you for listening to this presentation. I hope more research and funding is poured into this area of the law so that a good balance can be found between the health benefits of pharmaceuticals and environmental protection from the risks of pharmaceuticals. Thank you.